bent. Just go through the motions, where am I going? Nigga, I'm in deep like the ocean. I've been in my boatin'.
Let's get it. Going over here pick by pick. You can see over here, Tony and I, our mocks over here on the side. Tony's I've got bigger, mainly because if he's wrong, I can blame him. So I wanted to highlight his more so. But we are here. We are just really quick before getting into it. I still stand by what I put out as my mock. I do think there is going to be, Tony and I didn't do trades in ours. I do think there is think the draft order is going to work out exact and then go, oh, we'll base it off, start throwing in trade. It just gets hectic. So here for a couple hours. I got some coffee. We comfortable. Let's get it. So again, I think a lot of where, if we believe all the reports, at 3. And so because no one actually knows and put out, hey, we want to do this or more. So we'll see what goes years since every single team has owned their first round draft pick. And I just don't think we're going to end the night that way. I think by the end, let's see here, trying to get up the stream as well here too. So yeah. So again, we have the mocks. We both. Then I think this is what happens. He trying to rile up the Green Bay folks. Trying to see if there's a better one to watch this on. Get everybody. Nope, we here too. Draft's order stays the same. I agree with this as far as first 5 picks. I'm sorry. That is, I apologize. I have these backwards as far as size goes because I don't want to be the one if we're wrong. I don't want to emphasize the fact I'm wrong. So let's put this down here. Let's make this guy bigger. All right, there we go. So that's how it should be. There we go. Y'all can see it. And we start doing this. Let's see. Oh, no, I want this one up here. And now we doing wild. They getting everybody amped up for reasons. Yeah, we started Titans on the clock. So this is, again, in most NFL drafts, the first pick isn't some big surprise, nor is it some big mystery. 99% of the time, like, guys either have a contract or have already been told, hey, this is where you're going. And so it just is what it is. Mine's being really shaky, though, right now. Sometimes you don't have cable. But let's see. There we go. So there we go. They're showing off prospects: Shador, Cam, Travis, Abdul Carter. Now, Travis is going to take away a lot of the Abdul in almost any other draft would be like the guy who, if Abdul was after reporting. Wow. The Giants were offering 2 first picks for Cam. There's the phone call. A lot leading up to the draft. I still feel Cam has more traditional measurements and traditional things you look for in a quarterback. Again, one of my big things on Shedeur was Shedeur dealt with a lot of crap already and is still dealing with a lot of crap as far as the media is concerned. But what he had to deal with as far as no running game, the offensive line was never good. And that's what you're going to have to deal with if you're a top 2, top 3, top 5 pick, you're going to a crappy team. You're not going to have a good offensive line. You're not going to have great receivers. You're not going to have near the experience you had in college. He was a 0-star recruit. He had to fight his way to get here. But once Miami had talent around him, you saw the full player. And he is going to have had the quote-unquote like rookie quarterback experience. It's not going to be this big drop-off as far as, oh, I'm less talented, I'm not as good. Yes, he had Travis Hunter, but Travis was, again, a one-of player. There's 52 guys on the team. The 2 guys being great and everybody else not being near that level matters. Team, I would still go Shedeur first. So, standing on the fact of I think Shedeur is the best quarterback in this draft. We're going to be playing a game here as far as how many points. I'm keeping track how many points Tony and I get. It's real simple. It's just a point per every guy drafted that you called correctly. And if you didn't call him correctly, you don't lose a point. You just don't get it. So we'll see who at the end of this has more points between the 2 mocks. Again, a bit more so that it's a little more legible to be seen. There we go. And nope, that's about as good as we getting right now. The bottom part, I'll show mine, and I'll move mine up as we get to that point of the draft. But or should be the top quarterback. But that's just my own opinion in terms of who I would pick if I was general manager. And if I'm the Titans time. But if you also, can we not Holmes a little bit of a stretch. Trade the Pims, a little bit of a stretch. Trade the pick or and wait for next year. I've been pick or and wait for next year. I've been saying a bunch. Arch been saying a bunch. Arch Manning, and I know Tony pushes back on this, only available in this draft. Like, you think he is the true generational prospect versus these guys aren't, then you let it roll over another year. And if everyone in the building timelines that it doesn't always work out, but if you could convince everyone in the building, hey, this is what we need to do to win long term. But again, shock. Picked, but I get it. So can't be mad at it. They get the guy who they think is going to be their franchise quarterback, Cam Ward. Shout out to him. What? Oh, shit. We already here. Oh. Wow. Okay, so they're apparently, according to Adam Schefter, they're going after Travis Hunter, and that's why they just gave up a second round. They gave up a second round and another first. Holy shit. Wow. So that means the Browns. See, now this changes everything, because now by the time the Browns get to 5, does that mean the Browns truly did want a quarterback? I've been saying this, that I think the Browns should have been targeting a quarterback all along, and that it should. So if the Jaguar, okay, that's at 2. This is brilliant, by the way. This is, and I get it. So 2025 second, 2025 fourth. and next year's first. That's okay.